Because of that. Because you're going to lean over. It's fine. Everybody does it. I've even done it. And I'm like, I got to re-scrub now. So if you have drug this nasty wire across any of that, or if you have reached over, you're going to have to re-scrub. So, and this is another thing. So you see how this is kind of pulling a little bit? If this is the skin's going to be like kind of cocked over to the side. So have your wires to where it doesn't pull the skin too much, okay? So we have that hooked up. What else do we have? That blood pressure. Okay. So this is our blood pressure lead. All right. So this was going to be attached. We usually attach this back here. And if you look, this side says this. This side to patient. So that literally means this is going to touch our animal, right? Okay. There's a range. See the black thick line here? Yep.
It's red.
What?
Just keep going. You're good.
Okay. See the arrow? So this is going to match somewhere up in the range. So another way that is new to me, a little cheat apparently. So the width, the thickness of this should equal like half-ish, which this is not anatomically correct animal, half around the circumference of the animal, okay? So the reason I undid this foot, if this is really tight, it's gonna throw your blood pressure off, okay? So I'm going to put it right here. See this central pad? I'm going to slip under here. So this is our side to patient. And can you see this little line right next to the hose? Okay, it's only on the outside. That's going to be where our artery is. And our artery is on this back side. So when you attach this, it needs to be like that.
Would we be able to palpate the artery and feel it?
Yep. You can, there's like a little divot here. You can stick your fingers in there and you can feel. Is that the pedal artery? Is that what it's called?
Sounds right.
Okay. So we are going to attach this. So we have our line right there with our artery. Take it, we're going to close it.
I'm just going here because you're in the way.
And then one thing, so this is air coming through here. This is really super squishy and it's still air. If it does this, you're going to have an occlusion and you're not going to have an accurate reading. Okay? If this is pinched for whatever reason, you're not going to have an accurate reading. So in the event that your numbers are not right, or if you don't think they're right, if there's some weird outlandish number, it's probably because this is not accurate. Very rarely are we going to have true accurate numbers in here. For one, the animal is going to be colder, it's going to be open. We're already going to have, our blood pressure is going to be dropped, so that will kind of go into the accuracy a little bit. But these tie downs are usually causing some type of occlusion, which is going to drop your BP2. So you want to try to, as much as you can, keep this from any occlusion, which the way I currently have that is not going to be too great. So I would do it to where it's on this side and I don't have any kinks or anything, okay? And our last one, our last lead, what is this for?
You're
Not
you
quite.
look like it. Oh, what? Eureka.
It's for temp.
Well,
That goes in the butt.
Oh,
That goes in the butt. So you're going to lube.
And it's small enough to go in there.
Oh, I've been cheating too. I've just been following the cord right back to where it was.
So you're going to lube probably 4 inches or so at least of the end of this probe, and you're going to put this directly into the rectum. And when you do this, you might have another false reading. Why would it say 88, but everything else looks fine?
There's poop.
There's poop. So you can try to manually evacuate if there's just like a turd basically hanging right here. You can pull it out.
Oh, gosh.
Or you can try to like push the probe on the side of the rectum. If it's still not working, then you're going to have to realize this is not the accurate temp. So these machines are really good, but they're not 100%. That's another thing. Where's Maddie at? I'm right here. So now that we're listening, we still have our APM going, so we can hear the heart, we can hear the respiratory sounds. If you can't reach in here to feel the heart, which a lot of times you can, double check with your surgeons, be like, hey, can I reach under the drape? And you can feel the heart. If you're not able to do that, there is an amazing artery right here. If you put your fingers over it and just hold with your thumb, you'll be able to feel it pulsing. You can do that as soon as you sedate it if you're just if you're the anesthetist or the assistant anesthetist, or if you don't have anything else going on, you can practice doing that. This is really odd.
You just stop. Yeah, you're just sitting there.
That one's the lingual artery. I know that one.
Well, it's definitely not attached right now.
The more you get used to feeling that, the more comfortable you're going to be with it. There are different areas. Right here, a digital, and back here, the pedal. Those are good arteries as well. But you're not going to necessarily have access to this one. You may to this one. But this is also going to, this might feel a little bit weaker than it should. Again, because this is going to be tied down. So this is, to me, one of the easiest and easily accessible